Hello. This is SkyeMorph. This is a movie talk, and it's going to be about the movie Queer. I've recorded this a number of times. I hope this is the last one. But anyway, I want to talk about the movie Queer. It's a movie directed by Luca. I'm not too familiar with his works, so this is the first movie that I've actually seen of him. It's based on a novel of the same name with a very old author. Well, I think the author has passed, but I've never heard of this author neither, so this is like the first works that I've come across. I guess the reason why I want to watch this movie is because I am a fujoshi and I'm really interested in LGBT fiction, and I heard this movie was pretty good, so yeah, we're going to talk about it. This movie is actually relatively really simple plot, and it's actually divided into 3 sections. You've got like the first part, the second part, and the epilogue. So the general basis of the story, first of all, it stars Daniel Craig, well-known last James Bond actor, and Drew Starkey, someone I actually don't know who, but very handsome guy. And the story is generally really basic. It's about a guy called Lee, and it's set in Mexico, like the 1950s Mexico, I heard. And so Lee is like a gay man cruising around, kind of sleeping with random people. He does actually initially sleep with one person. And one day, coming across this restaurant, he sets his eyes upon Allerton, who is played by Drew, and instantly he's like smitten for him, falling in love with him, and like the first half of the story is generally him Lee trying to courtship Allerton. So it's generally the first half of the movie. And I think what took me by surprise was how open Allerton was to Lee's advances. I thought he'd be more resistant, and he just took those advances pretty openly, even though he kind of had a sexual moment with each other with the blowjobs. There is quite a lot of nudity and love scenes in this movie. It's actually probably one of the first movies that I've actually seen a man's genitals, man's schlong. That really took me by surprise, but because in movies I usually never see that ever before, so that's an eye-opener. But so the second half of the movie is actually kind of like a road trip, like a journey, because their relationship, how can I describe their relationship? It's not lovers, because Allerton's a mystery. We see the perspective through Lee's eyes, so we don't know how Allerton feels about Lee. He's just quite like a poker face, not very open about the relationship, and so Lee thinks he wants to progress the relationship a bit more, and he tries to convince Allerton to come with him to the jungle to find Yage, this drug basically. Yeah, this film does have lots of themes of sexual themes, drug themes as well, heavy drug use, because Lee is also a drug addict, as they show throughout the story. But yeah, they do go to the forest, the jungle, and they find this Yage, and they take it and they trip out real high. There was actually a quite disgusting scene where they actually puke out their hearts, so it was quite graphic, actual raw beating hearts. And a weird scene where they're kind of really under the influences of the drug, and they do a interpretive dance, and they kind of merge but not really merge. And that's the second half of the movie. And the epilogue actually just shows the aftermath, and which, spoilers, the relationship, as you can tell, doesn't go well at all, because Allerton kind of disappears from Lee's life, and it's quite a sad ending where Lee is in his bed, imagining Allerton there, warming his legs up as he slowly passes away and see the lights. So it is a very interpretive movie. I've actually like seen spoilers before watching this movie, and yeah, I think the film has themes of kind of just in general like failed love, misunderstood love, also kind of like themes of drug addict and addiction and admiration and just like mystery. So it's very surreal. I'd say a good point of the movie is the color themes. Just the color grading of the movie is really good. It feels very like retro but dreamy, ethereal, like really like the old movies. It's got the similar feeling like when playing Bellatra. It's like a dream state with the CTR. This movie has the same kind of experience. It's really dreamy, ethereal, really like grainy colors. I really like that. The acting from Daniel and Drew was good. I no complaints. They were pretty enclosed people, but felt really human. So I really liked the acting, and the love scenes were good. Love scenes were great. So I think my minor complaint is that since this movie is set in Mexico, the Mexican people speak Spanish, and there were several scenes where there was just no subtitles when they were speaking Spanish, like when when Lee was approaching this other guy in the beginning of the movie, no subtitles, and then when Lee and Allerton were taking the taxi home, the taxi driver spoke Spanish, no subtitles, but when Lee and Allerton were watching the movie, so it was quite surreal, a movie where we're watching two people watch a movie, black and white movie by the way, there was just there was subtitles, so I was just like, why in the other two scenes you didn't include subtitles, but that movie scene you did. I know Japanese, like I've been studying Japanese for years, but I don't know Spanish, so it's like I really would appreciate the subtitles. I mean, also the movie is very like confusing. You need to like interpret it in your own way. The movie doesn't tell you, oh, this is going on and this is going on. It kind of just shows you the scenes and then just runs with it like, I guess make your own interpretations. But I enjoyed the movie. It was a bit too long, I think. Could have been shorter with such a simple story plot. But in the end, I'd give this a solid 7 out of 10. Like, I did enjoy the movie. There was some confusing parts, why there was no subtitles in some and sometimes subtitles in others, especially if I don't understand Spanish at all. But it's really beautiful, like really surreal, colors, pretty good acting, good love scenes. Yeah, definitely an adult movie, but it was a very good experience overall. So yeah, that is my movie talk. Hope you enjoyed. See you all.